Ibrahim Traoré. Most times, beautiful flowers spring up in the deserts. And you wonder, wow, that's part of the wonders of God. September 2023, less than 2 years, a 35-year-old boy came on board. When we were in primary school in those days, we used to call it Upper Volta. The name French government gave to that country was Upper Volta, which was later changed to Burkina Faso. He proved that Africans are not non-entities, that Africa can be great, and there are great leaders in Africa, and it's not by age and not by education. The Trump of Africa, Ibrahim Traoré. Sometimes you don't see tulip or lily or rose in expected place. Most times, beautiful flowers spring up in the deserts. And you wonder, wow, that's part of the wonders of God. It has been since the time Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana died, and Julius Nyerere of Tanzania died, and Chief Obafemi Awolowo of Nigeria died, and of recently Nelson Mandela of South Africa died. The story about political leadership in Africa has not been encouraging, even though it's not all glue, because the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, has also been wonderful. But of late is the emergence of the man I tagged the Trump of Africa, Ibrahim Traoré. September 2023, less than 2 years, a 35-year-old boy came on board, albeit through coup, to be the head of state of a one-corner, landlocked, mostly desert country called Burkina Faso. When we were in primary school in those days, we used to call it Upper Volta. The name French government gave to that country was Upper Volta, which was later changed to Burkina Faso. When this guy came on board, he proved that Africans are not non-entities. He has proved and is proving that Africa can be great, and there are great leaders in Africa, and it's not by age and not by education. This was a guy, he has not been born when I finished my secondary school education. I've been in my institution, I've gained admission to institution before he was born. He was born in 1987. But you can see what this man is doing to his country. The revolution in the area of agriculture, in the area of gold mining and refining, in the area of electric vehicle being built, in the area of political leadership, in the area of security. He has been able to send packing some of these Islamic jihadists that wanted to overrun his country. And this is a country that was not rich, or that is not considered the rich. This is a country with a population not up to Lagosians. But today, everywhere you turn on the internet, you hear about Ibrahim Traoré. Why do I tag him as the Trump of Africa? It's because when Trump was coming on board, he came with the slogan MAGA, Make America Great Again. And he said American first before any other nation. The same thing is what Ibrahim Traoré is doing. He puts his people first. All those masters, taskmasters, especially French government, you send them packing from his country, even though they have attempted more than 10 times to kill him, but God has been saving him. And these people rose in defense. Why? Because they saw a genuine leader who desired to do good for his country. I'm using Ibrahim Traoré as a challenge to other political leaders, beginning from the so-called giants of Africa, Nigeria. We are punching below our weight. Nigeria is becoming a pariah state, a failed state, a disgrace in the Committee of Nations. People are wondering, do we have great minds in Nigeria? Yes, we do. We have brilliant minds. We have people who can do well. One of the greatest things that pained me most was the failure of 1990 coup, Gideon Oka coup. What Gideon Oka wanted to do with Nigeria is what Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso today. While I'm not instigating coup in Nigeria, I'm challenging political leaders to sit tight and begin to copy notes from Ibrahim Traoré to see how they can do good for this nation. Nigeria has nothing to do with poverty. Nigeria has nothing to do with debt. Nigeria has nothing to do with suffering. But we have been enslaved, and most of our political leaders are playing to the tune of their masters in the European countries and other world powers. So I'm challenging other political leaders in all the 55 countries in Africa. Of course, it may soon become 56 or 57 countries, because there are nations clamoring for independence, both within Nigeria, Sahara Desert, near Morocco. I've forgotten the name of that country. So there may be additional country to Africa very soon. But in the meantime, let those political leaders who are opportuned to be made leaders, let them sit tight and do good. Let them copy a note from that young man and do good for Africa. Africa have the resources. We have the human resources. We have the material resources. We have the mineral resources. We have the financial capacity to make Africa great. I'm praying for Donald Trump of Africa, which is Ibrahim Traoré, that God will protect him. The Lord will make him to live long, and the Lord will enable him not to lose focus and become successful in Jesus' name. Thank you, and God bless.